From Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's the Major Arena Soccer League. Today, the Milwaukee Wave hosting the Tacoma Stars. And a pleasant good evening, everyone, or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you may be in our broadcasting universe. Tom Wynn along with Wave legend and Hall of Famer Art Kramer greeting you from Panther Arena. AK, today a big matchup, kicking off a 5-game homestand to close out the regular season for the Wave with this game against the Tacoma Stars. And Milwaukee currently sitting on 4th place in the table, trying to see if they can get up to one of those top 2 spots, which would get a first-round bye for the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Meanwhile, the Stars in a tough battle to try to get into the playoffs, currently 2 points behind the Empire Strikers in the bid for the 6th and final playoff position. Second meeting of the year between the teams. Wave beat them in Tacoma in a tight 1-7-6, and now coming back here, and we'll pick it up right after this national anthem.
And performing our national anthem today, please welcome Danielle and Maura O'Hara.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The O'Haras, ladies and gentlemen, Danielle and Maura, and our national anthem.
Come on out here. Just line up on this.
We're going to go over by 4.
Go ahead, right here. Banner down here.
Thank you. You can put it over there.
Got you. And then here.
We'll take 4. Welcome to Milwaukee Wave Soccer. We are live around the world on MASL TV. Van McNeil alongside Henry Amini. This is going to be a good one, Henry.
That's right, Van. Tacoma is coming off a big win on Friday against Kansas City, snapping, Van, their 5-game losing streak, and you know they're going to be hungry today.
Absolutely. The standings in the Major Arena Soccer League, I mean, 1 win, 1 loss, either way, has put a massive shift on this year's standings. Let's take a look at our key players of the game. Who are we watching for the Tacoma Stars during this game, Henry?
Yeah, Van, first to watch for the away Stars is number 14 forward Tyler John. Van, the 4th-year veteran out of Bonnie Lake, Washington, he is 4th in the team in scoring with 9 goals and 6 assists, amassing 15 points total. Van, that's Tyler John.
All right, another player to watch for the Tacoma Stars. We got some news last week. One of our former guys,
Van, yes, that's right. The new signing, Frank Tayu, number 15, the forward. Frank Tayu. After spending most of his season in the MASL 2, Tayu recently was signed by Tacoma before the trade deadline. He has scored 3 goals in just 2 regular season games, scoring 2 of those versus Kansas City on Friday night.
All right, the King holding court back at his old stopping grounds. It'll be interesting to see what he produces today. A player to watch for Tacoma is forward number 15, Frank Tayu. Now for your Milwaukee Wave, this guy has had nothing but the hot hand in Oscar Flores, forward number 16. His last 2 games, 3 goals for Oscar. He continues to be a candidate for newcomer of the year. 17 goals so far this season. And of course that big win over the Stars last time, 7-6. So
that's right, Ben. He's taking this first season in stride, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Player to watch for your Milwaukee Wave, forward number 16. Also keep an eye, and he's back in his second game, coming off an injury. Number 7, Ricardo Carvalho. Whether he's donning the 6th attacker jersey or just a field player jersey, Ricky led the Wave last weekend by scoring the game winner in overtime against Utica. I mean, he's really had the hot hand in his return here, Henry. So
that's right, Ben. He's aided us in scoring 2 goals as a 6th attacker in the last game and big in the win last week.
Yeah, good stuff here as we see our captains shake hands and get ready to battle here. We're going to go to break. Wave fans, Major Arena Soccer League, you ready to go here? Let's make some noise. It's the Wave. It's the Stars. Live and next. This is the Major Arena Soccer League. We'll be right back. You are looking at the green-clad Milwaukee Wave wearing the green jerseys in honor of St. Patrick's Day. Actually, we got another home game before St. Patrick's Day, but I guess we couldn't resist rolling these out here, AK.
Do it early. Do it early.
Looking good. And big one today, Wave currently sitting at 4th in the table, trying to see if they can work their way up into one of the top 2 spots against the Tacoma Stars, who are battling to get into the playoffs. Top 6 teams make it. The Stars sitting 7th, 2 points behind the Empire Strikers, but Stars with some momentum. Big win over Kansas City the other night in Tacoma. So they're playing their second game in 3 days. Wave has not played since their epic comeback victory in Utica last week, but you got to figure the Stars going to have a little more energy coming off that win the other night in Tacoma.
Yeah, well, they used 3 restart goals by Jamel Cox in that game, and unfortunately for the Stars, Jamel's not with them today. That's a big loss to Tacoma's lineup here, but they do have Frank Tayu, number 15, and he really propelled that comeback the other night. He scored to make it 6-4 early in the second half, added a power play goal to tie the game, and drew another foul that was set up Cox on the restart.
They call him the King. Number 15, Frank Tayu. Remember, Frank spent the last quarter of the season plus playoffs with Milwaukee last year, and he was extremely productive. Right off the bat, Alex Steinwasser on the Enmore feed from Flores, and the Wave leads it 1-0.
What do they call that, Tom? A Walla Scora? And that was a Walla Scora at its finest there, as you saw Flores use the end wall, and Alex Steinwasser, number 44, just coming right down Main Street, headed that ball by Beretta, and the Wave just 13 seconds in have the early lead.
Talk about a fast start for Milwaukee. Alex Steinwasser getting his 13th goal of the season. Also has 12 assists or 25 points. And Ricardo Carvalho, who has come off the disabled list, on fire here, AK. He had the game-winning goal in overtime at Utica last week. And Ricardo, despite the fact that he's only played in 8 games, including this one this year, already has 11 points, 6 goals, 5 assists. Wave has been kind of a slow-starting team as of late. I'm sure Coach Marcio Leite very happy to see them put one on the board here 13 seconds.
Well, what the Wave just did is what Kansas City did to us earlier in the season when Zach Reggett set up Chad Vandergriff early in that contest.
8 seconds to be exact into that contest. Eddie Knott playing one off the inboard for the white-clad Tacoma Stars, who go left to right as we look at the action here in the first period. Willie Benahene, the starting keeper for the Wave, solid veteran in his 4th year with the Wave, 7th in the MASL. He is the 8th winningest goalkeeper in MASL history. Frank Taillou with a shot that's blocked. Keep an eye on Frank, the MASL's all-time leading scorer, just playing in his 3rd game for the Stars, but he's always got 3 goals. Here comes Alex Steinwasser, who scored the opening goal, looking in for Ian Bennett. Ian Bennett, the number 2 all-time MASL scorer. Frank Taillou with 436 career regular season goals. Bennett with 427, including 6 this year for Ian. Lucas Nestis, the rookie out of Milwaukee, and Marquette trying to walk around the goalkeeper, Luis Beretta. And Beretta dives out to cover up.
Beretta coming off his line that time to shut down Nestis.
Lucas Nestis, a former Milwaukee High School Pirate, as well as Marquette University Golden Eagle. Playing in just his 2nd game for the Wave. Made his debut in Utica last Sunday and registered an assist. I think it was his 2nd shift of the game he put up an assist. Maybe his 3rd. Mike Ramos, number 25 for the Stars. He is their 4th leading scorer coming in with 12 points this year. But I believe he's now their all-time active Tacoma scoring leader in the MASL, as that shot taken by Douglas Lima, or Douglas Lima, as his countrymen probably refer to him as.
You don't think they call him Doug, huh?
Not too often. Maybe in the U.S.
Dougie Lima.
Dougie Lima, that's a good sounding name. Douglas, originally from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. 28-year-old. And now in his 3rd season with the Stars, 6th overall. Ramos turning shot. Oh, he had a good look, but he put it off target.
Well, Ramos right at the top of the box there, unable to put it on frame.
Nudge to the middle, and William Benahene will clear it out. Will he be coming in today's game, making his 19th appearance, 17th start, 9-4-1, which ties him for 2nd in the league as far as number of wins. 6.33 goals against average, which is 8th. 667 save percentage, which is 5th. Adrian Correa, straight on, and he fires it home to tie it up at 1 apiece.
Correa, a guy that will come forward out of the back, found himself wide open at the top of the arc, and he didn't miss that time.
Had the defense moving around, and you see it came right to him, top of the arc. He made no mistake with it there. Good finish there for Correa, who picks up his 4th goal of the year. Also has 7 assists for 11 points. Time to goal at 3:11, and we are right back to even at 1 apiece.
Good answer that time by the Stars.
We'll see who gets the assist, if there was one.
Well, there definitely was one. That was a nice setup there. Chase Hansen, beautiful ball.
Chase Hansen, the longtime veteran defender, will get the assist. His 6th helper of the year, also has 2 goals for 8 points. Chase, by his standards, having a pretty good year offensively.
He picked up 2 assists in that last contest against Kansas City. That was the most assists he's had in a game.
As Sean Esqueda looking right in front of the goal, and the attempted header off the line, and Sean drilled it in there so hard, he kind of shook up the cabeza of Ricardo Carvalho there. Ricardo trying to convert. Take a look one more time. That ball was smoked in there by Esqueda. And hopefully Ricardo's going to be okay.
Carvalho's trying to shake out the cobwebs there.
Ricardo giving the thumbs up to Wave athletic trainer Ricardo Vidal. So hopefully he's going to be back in there next shift. And we're going to have a foul called against the Wave. 11 minutes even left to go, first period. Each team has already tallied once. Coming into today's contest, the Wave, 11 wins, 6 losses, 2 overtime losses for a total of 32 points. Again, fourth in the league standing. San Diego tops with 36 points. St. Louis in second place with 34 as the shot by Frank Tayu is turned away by Willie B.
Tayu's showing what he can do, trying to turn that time on Max Ferdinand.
Tell you, when Frank gets it near the box, around the box, he can find the back of the net with regularity.
He scored a great goal the other night against Kansas City when he turned Chad Vandegrift, 2-time Defender of the Year, and he just turned him inside and out.
Flores behind the D, tried to nutmeg Beretta, but Luis said no.
Beretta came off his line and really made the goal small that time. Flores didn't have a lane to shoot that one.
Beretta so far this year, making his 17th appearance, 16th start. He's 6-6-1 with a 6.09 goals against average, which is 5th best in the league. 664 save percentage, which is 9th. Jair Romero with it now, as the Stars will cycle it back on their offensive half. Here's Lima. Tried to work it through, broken up, and as Oscar Flores starts upfield, and we're going to have a foul called on Douglas Lima. Our officials for today's game, Elvis Osmanovic and Servando Berna, the two on the field.
I don't think we've seen Berna here.
I don't think so either, AK. So this might be a first for him. Coming through in the overlap, shot, save! Alex Steinwasser denied by Beretta.
That's Beretta's best save of the game right there on Alex Steinwasser.
Good movement, by the way, to set up that shot there as Flores touched it off for Alex Steinwasser. Alex coming out pretty hot here today. He had that first goal 13 seconds in and cracked that ball pretty well. Good story about Alex in the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel earlier this week. Of course, Alex and his older brother, Javi, both teammates on the Wave, coming out of Sterling Heights, Michigan, and IU Indy in Indianapolis. Of course, where else would it be? Alex Sanchez, the Wave and league's leading scorer with 40 points, and loses it, and
that's what's known as a delayed foul call right there.
Yeah. Was tied up that time with Ashkenov Apollon, the rookie out of Boston, Mass. Ashkenov looked like he might have caught something in the mouth there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But Alex Sanchez, 26 goals to top the league. Also has 14 assists and a league-leading 40 points. He's 1 point ahead of Kansas City's Rian Marquez, who sits second with 39.
I thought Tyler John did a great job marking Marquez the other night in that game against Kansas City.
Tyler, one of the key veterans on this team, and they've moved him to the back, especially with the loss of Logan Jones. Logan, really one of the premier defenders in this league, and he's out.
In the last month, the Stars have signed Canali and Tayu as targets, and that's really helped to free up Tyler John.
That's a pretty good tandem there. Of course, Canali has played with the Stars for several seasons. Now in his 6th campaign, not always full-time with Tacoma, but re-signed again, and he's going to be a good addition to this team down the stretch. Mario Alvarez fires one in off the board. Ferdinand keeps his own against Jair Romero. In the middle, deflected shot and a goal! And I think it's going to be Ricardo Carvalho. Milwaukee leads it 2-1.
That was a beautiful pass by Max Ferdinand in tight. He was a nice bang play with Carvalho. And the nice thing that Max did was he found Carvalho's left foot. Watch this pass. Look at how tight that was. Right there. Beautiful feed by Max Ferdinand.
So we are going into the media timeout. We'll take a break. 7:08 left to go in the first period. Wave 2, Stars 1.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey,
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
You look at some of the crowd here in Milwaukee, seeing the Wave jump out to a 2-1 lead here midway through the first period. Wave currently out shooting the Stars 5-4. Goals from Alex Steinwasser and Ricardo Carvalho for Milwaukee. Sandwich around a goal by Adrian Correa for the Tacoma Stars. Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at miter.com. Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit maslsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. And think you can predict the MASL? Head over to nxtbets.com to place your wagers on all the MASL action this season. LAK, there was I saw a thing online with one of the betting sites where Paulo Nascimento was 3.5 for the over-under yesterday, and that looked like he was almost going to do it, but eventually the Empire striker was able to put up 5, including the game-winning overtime goal from Justin Stinson. St. Louis, 3 straight games at home and only able to generate 1 point.
I was a little surprised that St. Louis elected to sit back and not pressure Empire. Empire had played Thursday night. They traveled all that way, traveled all that way after having played the Thursday night contest. And St. Louis basically let Empire just dictate the whole tempo of the game. And in fact, the first 4 minutes, they just held the ball.
And then the goalkeeper, Brandon Gomez, stuck one in, and Empire pretty much had their good start. All right, top of the arc restart. Mario Alvarez looking. Carvalho! Oh, great save there, Beretta. Ricardo had that one headed for the return address zone, and a great save by Beretta.
Yeah, that was a nice restart. That's where the addition of Carvalho from that injury has really opened up the Wave on the restarts. They don't always have to go left from top of the arc.
Yeah, he's really the only natural left footer that they've got in there, and his re-addition to the lineup has been nothing short of majorly impactful.
Yeah, it's really helped him on the restarts and the power play as well.
And the 6th attacker as well. I mean, here's Frank Tayu trying to dance through the defense, cut off that time. Across the other side is
Oscar Flores is like, what train just ran me over?
Yeah. Oscar getting his first time to face Frank Tayu. Oscar, who is a strong contender for Rookie of the Year this year in the Major Arena Soccer League.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much got a lock on that.
So he'll get a chance perhaps to analyze Frank's game a little bit up close and personal. Alex Steinwasser here. Again, the Wave wearing these green uniforms in honor of the upcoming St. Patrick's Day, Irish Day here at the arena. And you can bid on these jerseys online. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com. I think the bidding is open at least through the end of the day as we get a foul coming here.
Wow. I'm not sure how Andre stayed away from the blue card there.
as
Tyler
he put
John
Tyler
went
John
heavy
there.
into the boards.
Yeah, you could hear it from up here. That was a solid hit. Andre, of course, a pretty big guy in his own right. And he laid the wood to him that time. Tyler, a tough customer. He's back up. And plays it over Beretta, and here we go. Max Ferdinand able to head it back to Willie Buttahene. Tyler John for the Stars in his 4th season. Out of Bonnie Lake, Washington, attended Highline College before going on to play a year at Seattle University. That one deflects off the foot of Sean Esqueda. Sean, the Whitefish Bay native, now in his 4th season with the Wave. Had a solid career for Milwaukee thus far. Former star at UW Milwaukee, Sean Esqueda. Romero has it taken away. Sanchez trying to feed it up ahead for Carvalho, but Romero gets it back. Romero was teammates with 2 of his brothers last year playing for the Dallas Sidekicks. Sidekicks no longer with us for now as a league member, but the Romero brothers, all 3 of them were playing for the Sidekicks last year. Jair, the youngest, has a shot that's wide. That was Messiel Lopez, number 93.
Yeah, here's a very skillful player, left-footed player.
Speaking of left-footed players, there's Romero, another pronounced lefty, over to Chase Hansen. Chase in his 10th season from Federal Way, Washington. Played 1 year at Berry College in Florida, 3 years in Seattle University before beginning his professional career.
Louis Beretta caught coming forward.
Yeah, he's not afraid to come in and take a crack once in a while. Wave in transition as the Squid will play it back for Max Ferdinand. An assist for Max on the goal by Carvalho that put the Wave up 2-1 was his 14th of the season. Max, the 3rd all-time leading playmaker in MASL history, the 8th leading scorer. We've got 4 of the top 10 all-time MASL scorers in this contest today. Here's a loose ball. Ian Bennett trying to get around Beretta and forced wide. Couldn't get it on target. Beretta got just enough lean into Bennett to force him out without committing a foul. But you've got Frank Taillou, the all-time leading scorer in the league, 586 points. He's also the all-time leading goal scorer with 436. Ian Bennett, number 2, 521 points, number 2 goal scorer with 427. And then Max Ferdinand, number 8, Ricardo Carvalho, number 10 on that list.
I was surprised about Ricardo.
Flores! Top shelf, and Milwaukee leads it 3-1.
Wow, what a goal that time by Flores as he just snuck that one in. The poaching stamp that time by Oscar Flores. And a nice start for Oscar.
His 18th goal of the year, which ties him with Mario Alvarez for 2nd on team list.
I think Flores surprised Beretta that time. I think Beretta thought he was going to play it off the end wall. And he just fired that ball right up above Louis Beretta.
You could not have laser directed that ball to a better spot in the goal. So, big goal for Flores, big goal for the Wave. They lead it 3-1. Milwaukee trying to see if they can keep pressing the advantage. Lucas Nestis trying to come near side and eventually run off the play by Tyler John.
Lucas showing his inexperience that time. He had a good angle to use the boards, to go into the boards.
Playing in just his 2nd game. Made his debut last Sunday in Utica. And takeaway at midfield, but a foul's going to be called on the Wave. I believe it's Nestis.
I mean, a veteran player would have felt that contact and then propelled himself into the boards, looking to draw a 2-minute penalty.
Ian Bennett, by the way, will get credit for the assist on Oscar Flores' goal. That's Ian's 2nd assist of the year, also 6 goals for 8 points. Ian has been limited due to injury and then subsequent arthroscopic surgery and recover this year to just 7 games, including this one, but still been pretty productive. 6 goals and 2 assists.
Beretta almost bit at that time. Bennett did have a couple really nice goals on the 6th attacker.
Swept away by Banahene as Kai Brusco trying to follow and just couldn't sneak it underneath the crossbar.
In that win against Utica City, those were 2 big goals on the 6th attacker for Ian.
Absolutely. Wave as Taiyu turns and launches it up and out. Scored 5 6th attacker goals to come back from a 5-1 deficit going into the 4th period to win that game. And they did it, AK, despite committing their 3rd too-many-men penalty of the contest, which, if that's not a league record, that's got to be pretty close to it, I would think. Getting 3 of those in one game. A lot of teams don't even get 3 of those in a whole season. But Wave was resolute, and they did come back to win it. Hansen broke that one up, but the Wave able to retain possession. Here's Sanchez, little shake and bake. Spinning, wheeling, dealing. Held up a little bit by Hansen, but not enough for a foul. Sanchez comes back with the sliding tackle to try to win it back. Hansen is dumped by Tanner Hodgson. Hodgson, one half of the identical twin duo, which also features his brother Carter, the rookies out of Western Michigan University.
Alex Sanchez has got to be saying, well, how's that a foul on Tanner Hodgson? And it wasn't a foul there on Hansen on myself.
Well, if he wasn't saying that, he was probably thinking it, that's for sure. Ball chipped downfield. Willie B will get it. 35 seconds to go in the period as Stars come away with it. Now Lopez up ahead. Ramos off the end wall, punched away by Willie B. And we're going to have a foul called on Tacoma.
Good recovery run that time by Carvalho.
Let's say Lopez get called for the foul. That's his first. Still 21.2 seconds left to go, first period. Ferdinand able to work his way around a couple of defenders, lays it off across. Here's Richard Raybould, and he'll get an assist in his first shift as the big O, Oscar Flores, bangs it in on the wall of score, 4-1 Milwaukee.
Well, you called it. Raybould with a nice look that time. Really put a nice paced pass off the back wall to Flores. And Flores with his second goal would go with an assist here.
Oscar's having a day all far. And Richard Raybould, the 35-year-old Hungarian rookie by way of Miami, picking an assist in his first shift.
Well, you mentioned Carvalho is the only lefty. You add number 2 here. Richard Raybould has the left foot as well.
Yeah, and I know that's probably one of the key factors that the Wave thought about when activating this guy. He's actually been working out with the team since the beginning of training camp, according to the coaching staff. Has never played conventional indoor soccer, but he's been a longtime futsal player, highly skilled player. And he's got an assist in his first shift. That'll do it for the first period. At the end of 1, it's Milwaukee 4, Tacoma 1. We'll take a break, come back with the second quarter after this on MASL TV.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here. with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
Getting ready for the start of the second period here from Milwaukee. The Wave leading the Tacoma Stars 4-1. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Also, the lights are bright and the fans are loud. It's the Tacoma Stars taking on the Milwaukee Wave. Stream it live on MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game. Don't forget, you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Wave out shooting the Stars 8-4 in the first period. AK, some of your thoughts on the first period?
Well, the Wave with just 8 shots on goal, 4 get by Louis Beretta now. The other night against Kansas City, Adam Becker made a change to put Clayson DeLima in the goal. Now, you thought that DeLima would probably start this one, but it's Ben Beretta. We'll see how long Adam Becker's going to go with this goalkeeper.
Beretta's been the primary guy all year. Missed a couple of games with injury. Danny Waltman, the legendary veteran, still going strong at age 44.
How about that game he played against San Diego when he came on?
That
didn't win it, but he sure played well.
He sure did. He sure did. Now, there's only one Danny Waltman, and he has been just a phenomenal indoor goalkeeping presence.
You ever seen any of his parrot picking parties where he plays the guitar?
Oh, yeah. I've seen a few of them. He's outstanding.
Yes, he is.
Outstanding guitar player. Not a bad singer as well. Tacoma in the white jerseys. They go left to right. We look at the action in your second period, and in a battle of 80s, Jair Romero ends up fouling Alex Sanchez. Alex Sanchez, by the way, held pointless in that game in Utica last Sunday. That broke a 13-game scoring streak for Sanchez. Alex has only been shut off the score sheet twice this year in the previous 19 games, so he's been remarkably consistent. So again, you can bid on these Wave jerseys, these unique green jerseys they're wearing today. Been pretty good luck for Milwaukee so far.
Uh-oh.
And Flores put down on a foul by Hansen. Oscar looked like he was grabbing for that right ankle.
And Wave could ill afford to lose Oscar Flores.
I would agree with you there, okay. The
good news, Flores is jogging off here.
Venezuelan native. Still just 23 years old, out of Maracaibo, Venezuela. And he has been a revelation for Milwaukee since coming here to begin his rookie indoor season. Came up from the Chicago area, where the Wave has definitely cultivated some players there. Harvested some players, maybe. That might be a better term. Aside from Flores, you got Alex Sanchez, Cesar Correa, Ian Bennett. Trying to get past Chase Hansen, got cut off there. Ian will reload. Shot blocked, Hansen. Ian still coming. Bennett still coming in. And eventually, Kyle Rivers slid over to break it up.
Referee in a bad spot down there in the corner.
There's Richard Rabold with the shot there. Richard, who picked up an assist literally in his first shift on the second goal by Flores in the first period. And there's his first shot attempt. And Alessandro Canale going to get called, or draw the foul from Mario Alvarez.
First restart opportunity here for Tacoma. I said they scored 3 restart goals. Cox had all 3 of them in that win, and there's a restart goal right there.
So the Stars break the 3-goal run by Milwaukee.
That was your boy, Dougie Nema.
Douglas Lima able to knock it in for his 5th goal of the season in 10 games. And just like that, the Stars are back within 2. Kind of a sinking bouncer. Kind of funky the way he struck that one. That looked like kind of a, you know, when a left-hand pole hitter hits one to the right side and it gets on top of the ball, AK, and drives it down into the turf. Of course, we've got World Baseball Classic going on in spring training. And in 2 months, the Milwaukee Milkmen starting their season in the American Association. Go to MilwaukeeMilkman.com for tickets and info. MilwaukeeMilkman.com, your source for everything Milkman. Actually, the weather today, maybe a little chilly, but could have gone outside and played, don't you think?
It's going to even get warmer tomorrow.
Yeah, and then Tuesday rather, they're saying getting close to 65. Rebel, far side! And a good right-footed strike, but a nice save by Beretta. So Rebel, even though he's natural left footer, we saw he's got a pretty powerful right-footed shot.
Good tackle right there as well by Richard.
35 years young. I was saying, AK, when you look at him, you wouldn't think he's that old. He looks more like a guy who's in his late 20s.
That's what Miami will do for you.
Yeah. Miami will definitely help you. As long as you're not staying up all night, it'll help your body maintain youthful appearance. I do agree with that. That pass taken away by Tyler John finds Romero in the middle. Now here comes Kai Briscoe. Briscoe, the former University of Washington star. Flicks it to the far side. Romero on that favored left foot, but he missed it wide. Rivers trying to follow. And the ball headed back to the keeper, Willem Banahene. Six goals already here in the first 20 minutes of play. We'll see if the scoring pace continues. Wave is the highest scoring team in the league coming into this one. Milwaukee ringing up 128 goals in their previous 19 games, as Briscoe will yield for Beretta to pick him up. So Milwaukee a plus 12, scoring 128, giving up 112. The Stars, meanwhile, league low total of 87 and giving up 121, so they are a minus 34. Only Utica in 8th and last place behind the Stars has a worse goal differential at minus 44. Willie Banahene trying to set his defense for the ensuing kick in. Lima wants to crank one up and redirected up and over. Last touch by Max Ferdinand as he was marking Frank Taillou right near the post.
Lima with some good power on that left foot. And he's shown the ability to keep it down low as well.
Hansen ready to play in from the corner, looking across. He was trying to go for Taillou, but Ferdinand had him cut off. Deflects out of bounds. Wave will take it.
I was saying earlier, Tom, Hansen picked up 2 assists in that game against Kansas City. I looked at all the way back through 2020 where he had never recorded 2 assists in a game.
And again, 186 previous games before today, regular season games.
He has like, what, 11 assists or so in his career.
Coming into today's game, 30 assists, 22 goals, 30 assists.
Okay.
But no, he has not exactly been an offensive juggernaut from the back, but a great defender. Absolutely. And it comes, and a block by Lima. Rebound, follow, that'll be a goal! Richard Ramold! How you doing, Richard? His first goal, and Milwaukee leads it 5-2.
Well, Rabold with his first goal ever. That one just went in off of number 33, Adrian Correa. He was back at the, watch this right there, own goal that time.
So Rabold now with a goal and an assist today, and Ian Bennett picks up his second assist, third of the season. So Milwaukee able to cut off any potential Tacoma momentum for now.
Correa unfortunately facing his own goal. Not turning his body facing up the field, and that shot went right off him and into the net.
Adrian had scored an earlier goal for the Stars today. In fact, the first of the game for the Tacoma Stars. Douglas Lima had the latest goal for Tacoma earlier in this period. Lima's goal made it 4-2. Now it's 5-2 in favor of the Wave. Tayu off the inboard. Ball popped out. Now Flores trying to go 2-1 with Sanchez. Oscar still coming, still coming. He'll fire a shot and a goal! Give him the hat trick already here in the first half. Wave leads it 6-2.
We've seen Flores do that a number of times this year where he takes it down the right side and just unleashes a cannon to the lower left-hand side.
AK, we said that this kid was not just going to be your run-of-the-mill rookie early in the season. He is really emerging as a star for the Milwaukee Wave.
That time a nice breakout on the counter by the Wave, 2v1, and Flores made him pay.
We'll see who had the assist on the ball played up to Flores, but Oscar did most of the work after that. Now they're going to say unassisted, but I thought somebody touched it to him over there. Nevertheless, it's the third goal of the day for Oscar Flores, and Milwaukee with a 6-2 advantage. Out of the corner, Alex Steinwasser took it away as a banner fell down across the way. And the foul's going to be called against Tacoma.
That was number 13, Alessandro Canale with that foul.
Canale, a big-time beach soccer player. So that goal for Flores will stay unassisted for now. Wave off to a good start today. Again, they've been kind of plagued by slower starts in recent games. Outscoring the Stars 4-1 today. Milwaukee for the season had been outscored 32-23 in the first period. Here's Ian Bennett trying to get top of the area, but cut off there by Briscoe with a good defensive play. Second period has been a better story for Milwaukee. Wave outscoring their opponents 31-23 coming into today's second period, and they've outscored the Stars 2-1 in this second quarter so far. Max Ludwig, the second-year player out of UW Parkside, Stuttgart, Germany native. And Max has really come on this year for the Wave as well. As Andre Hain trying to lay one through for Mario Alvarez.
Yeah, he had a lane there too to Alvarez. He just missed the pass.
Had the right idea. Just put it a bit too far out in front of him, and then Beretta was able to cover up. Briscoe back the other way. The Briscoe kid, Kyle Briscoe, over to Jerry Romero, fires one in. Will he be able to make the save. Then he and Alvarez get tired up. Briscoe, a little step over. Broken up by Ludwig, but Romero gets it back. Romero fires it in off the headboard. It'll come near side to Mike Ramos. Being confronted there by Ian Bennett. Wave again is short of veteran defenders tonight. No Tony Walls, still out with that hamstring injury. No Derek Huffman, who's also dealing with a groin issue, as well as Mike Da Silva. So Wave has had to kind of repurpose some players back to defense.
Yeah, so far Max Ferdinand and Sean Esqueda have done a really nice job on Frank Taillou.
Alvarez sends it through. Carvalho trying to get around Lima, but Douglas Lima with a good job to break it up. Super Mario gets it back. And he will dribble around trying to get away from Lima. Plays it over now to Ludwig. Max, as I said, came over from Germany to attend UW Parkside, where he became a star there. And now in his second season with the Wave. Alvarez, who missed the game in Utica last week, plays it down for Nestus, trying to get to the inboard. Cut off by the defender as Beretta picks it up.
Well, good news. Good sign. Good sign for the Wave. They've got 6 goals without Sanchez or Alvarez getting their name on the score sheet so far.
Yeah, good observation there. So if any of those guys can get one today, that would really enhance the score line.
And they did give an assist to Alex Steinwasser on that Flores goal, Tom.
I told you there was somebody who
I knew you were pushing for one for sure.
Easy to say upon further review. So Alex Steinwasser, who had the first goal of the day for the Wave, now with 13 goals, 13 assists for the third-year star out of IU Indy. Again, his brother Javi, now in his 5th season on the team. Javi missing today's game again due to injury. He's missed the last couple. So we don't have the Steinwasser synergism today, at least on the field. Of course, you'll always have it off the field with those two guys. And Alessandro Canale going to get called for a foul. Not very happy about the call.
You know, Tacoma just 2 points behind Empire in the standings. They got a big matchup coming up on Thursday night at Empire.
That is going to be a big one, and they've only got one home game left. That'll be on Saturday, March 21st against St. Louis. Everything else is on the road. Empire on Thursday, at Baltimore Saturday, at Utica Sunday, and then Saturday the 28th back at Baltimore. Esqueda coming through, shot on goal! Oh, big-time conversion there by Sean. Andre Hain will get the assist. Wave leads it 7-2.
Well, that was a shot that Louis Beretta would like to have back, I believe, as Sean Esqueda just beat him low.
All right, we'll take our media timeout. 4:32 left to go first half. Wave 7, Stars 2 on MASL TV.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
All right, the Wave with a 7-2 advantage. Milwaukee in a 3-goal run to forge out to its largest lead of the game.
Looking down at the bench here, Tom, down at the Tacoma bench to see if Adam Becker, their coach, may want to make a change here.
Yeah, again, Beretta's had kind of a tough first half like he did the other night against the Kansas City Comets. They've got Clayson DeLima along as a potential substitute, as he did come on for Beretta in the second half of that game against Kansas City that night. So Andre Hayne getting the assist on the Escueta goal. Andre's 10th of the year to go along with 7 goals for 17 points. Believe it or not, Art, that is his all-time single-season scoring mark for Milwaukee. Andre, who is now in his 9th season with the Wave, his 10th overall, including a year in St. Louis. He had 3 other seasons where he scored 16 points, but this is the first time he's been able to get up and over that mark.
Well, the Wave with 7 goals on their first 14 shots here against Luis Beretta.
Pretty good shooting percentage for Milwaukee.
And not a very good save percentage for Mr. Beretta in the goal.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. I appreciate it. To be 21 again, man, it feels amazing.
Van McNeil celebrating birthday today, huh? All right, back to the action. So Tacoma trying to regroup after this 3-goal run by the Wave. First time these teams met in Tacoma a few weeks ago, Wave ended up winning the game 7-6. It was 7-4 Milwaukee coming to the last couple minutes of the game, and then the Stars put up a couple of goals, and they still had a chance to potentially tie that thing at the end, but the Wave was able to hang on. 6th all-time meeting between the teams as Briscoe's shot is turned away by William Bonahene. And the Stars still looking for their first win ever against the Wave. Wave is 5-0. 2-0 here in Milwaukee, 3-0 in Tacoma as foul going to be called against the Wave. Of course, AK, the Stars coming to the arena last year, we could all, those of us who were here to experience it, remember the little post-game activity that took place.
That's with Stefan Mijatovic and
primarily with Wave former assistant coach Tenzin Rampa, and then Derek Huffman also near the end ended up grabbing. I thought it was Beretta. He actually
it was
right put him in a bear hug at the end. But yeah, that was we were talking about that before the game as Steinwasser coming in, lays it off. Oh, Flores looking for number 4. Had a great chance, but he put it wide. Great ball by Alex to set him up. Now here come the Stars. Briscoe went down, but they play on. Alvarez up for Sanchez.
Tacoma very slow to get back defensively.
Yeah, normally they are one of the fastest teams in the league. But as you pointed out, IK, they had a tough game Friday night in Tacoma. Had to travel for the game here today, and missing some of their key players as well, especially the speedy Jamal Cox. So it's been a tough go of it here in the first half for the Stars. One other game on the MASL slate tonight that'll take place in San Diego as Taiyu coming in, knocked down by Willie B.
Yeah, that match later on, you got Baltimore with a red-hot blast, having won 6 in a row, making their way into San Diego to take on the league-leading Sockers.
That will be a 6 o'clock Central Time start. Top of the arc restart. Romero drives one high.
There's one area that Yair Romero can work on is his shooting.
Now taken away by Flores. Coming up with Alex Steinwasser. Boy, those two guys have been flying out there today. Looking across far side. As Correa was trying to get past Hansen, but Hansen shut him off.
And Correa gave Hansen a little smack, and now he dumps Taiyu.
Putting down his former teammate from last season, Frank Taiyu.
That's also a little size mismatch, too.
Yeah, Frank looks like he's about twice the size
yeah, he is.
of Cesar. But Cesar, of course, very strong and compactly built young man. A lot of density to Cesar. Not that easy to knock him off balance. Tayu off the inboard. Oh, shot off the post, but there's the king, the follow-up. He's got his 4th goal of the season and number 437 of his illustrious career.
Good reflexes that time by the king to knock that one home after that shot had come off the far post. Right back to Frank, and he made no mistake with that one.
I believe Eddie Now will get credit for the assist. He was the one who took the shot that went off the post and came right to Tayu as we take a look at it one more time. So Eddie Now with his first assist of the year. He also has 4 goals for 5 points. And Frank Now 4 goals to give him 4 points on the year. Hayne off the board. Lucas Nestis put it on the board for the rookie out of Milwaukee and Marquette U. And the Wave comes right back to make it 8-3.
Well, the wall of score in play here this afternoon. As Hayne played that one off the end wall right to Lucas Nestis. We got 2 Wave players with their first pro goals here. Nestis now and Raybold before.
So Hayne has assisted on the last 2. And Nestis picking up first goal of his career. He had an assist last week in his debut at Utica. Well, the Wave's got it all going offensively here right now.
Yeah, if I would have told you the Wave could have put up 8 goals in the first half and Alvarez and Sanchez would not be on the scoreboard, you would have believed me.
I would have taken that bet, AK, for sure. Escueta trying to run past Briscoe. Up ahead for Carvalho. Ricardo looking in, trying to get Ian Bennett. Passes behind him.
He had Max Ferdinand trailing Bennett, who was wide open. The Wave just beating Tacoma down the field in transition.
Here's Canale trying to get through as the Wave gets back defensively. Alex Steinwasser trying to race upfield. Look at Alex. Now Carvalho. Ricardo off the inboard. Steinwasser. Little contact with the goalkeeper Beretta, but Alex is okay. As good as we've seen the Wave flow offensively in the first half here, probably since that Kansas City game, that School Day game we had last month.
Yeah, Tacoma just slow in transition to get back defensively. The Wave is just running by him here in the first half.
Flores already with a hat trick, trying to spin past the defender as Tyler Jan was grabbing a hold of his jersey there. Less than 10 to go here in the first half. Flores tried to one-time it. We saw him score a goal against that. A little similar to that against the Stars earlier this year in Tacoma. That'll do it for the first half. Great first half for the Wave as they will take an 8-3 lead to the locker room. Stick around, fans. We're going to stand by to go down to the field for Van McNeil's halftime interview with Marcio Leite. But some quick thoughts on the first half here.
Well, been saying it, the Wave doing a great job of running in transition, beating Tacoma down the floor. And everybody getting on the scoreboard here for the Wave, except for Sanchez and Alvarez.
Yeah. And like you said, I think that's a major story of the first half. Obviously, the Wave has a lot of scoring depth aside from Alex and Mario, and they're showing it off here today. All right, let's get ready to go down, and let's send it down to Van McNeil with Coach Leite.
All right, down here on the field, our Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. 8-3 here in the first half. My goodness, Marcio, how are you feeling about this first half? I mean, filled with energy.
Yeah, the boys are playing great. I still think we need to do a better job defensively. We are averaging 6 goals per game, and we're on road to the same thing again. So focus on the defensive side. Offensively, we have a lot of weapons. We know how to score, and we know how to create. So I'm really pleased with that, but definitely we need to make sure that in the second half, we give up less goals.
Talking about the defensive schemes, but on the offense, you said we've got plenty. We've got an arsenal filled with weapons, like you said. Let's talk about Oscar Flores here. He's playing crazy this first half. Already a hat trick and assist. He's, really turning it up here.
No, he's a very talented kid. It has been a pleasure to coach him. Extremely coachable, always happy. He's a guy that is extremely happy to be here, and I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him, but the game is not over.
No.
Hopefully he can continue to do the same in the second half.
All right, we'll let you get back there, Marcio. Thank you, Marcio. Head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, Marcio Leite, our Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. Much more to come. We're live from Milwaukee. We're having fun here, Wave fans, aren't we? Some Major Arena Soccer League. We'll be right back.
Shoot! He scores!
How goes it, folks? This is MASL in 5, back for another week. Hope everyone is doing great. Things are heating up across the league, and there are some big matchups happening this weekend. I've only got 5 minutes to fill you in, so let's get to it.
But was just struggling for that consistent playing time, and he might have that here. Here's Kelvin. Oliveira fires and scores. How good is it to see Kelvin back and scoring for Utica? A stunner to start things off.
He's back. Well, only for one game, unfortunately, but Kelvin Oliveira, the Brazilian maestro who last season was one of the most dominant players the MASL had seen in recent history. He was back with Utica on Sunday for one day only due to his commitments in the Kings League, but wow, what a performance. We had a chance to talk to his Utica teammate, Joey Tavernese, on MASL Monday. He shared his thoughts on the return of the Mac.
Listen, the guy is just an absolute talent. Kelvin is just something else. And I think he showed that in the game yesterday. And I think there was a good buzz in the arena, which maybe wasn't there, the first couple of games I was back for.
Kelvin put up 4 goals for UCFC and was named the game's first star. The problem was Milwaukee refused to lay down in this contest. They were behind 5-1 entering the fourth quarter of play. Ian Bennett, the legend, helping getting his team back on track right there, spurring a comeback. They reeled off 5 straight goals with a 6th attacker to win this one in overtime, 6-5, the final score. Okay, great weekend for Baltimore. Had St. Louis falling back to earth a bit. The squads facing off twice. On the 27th, Baltimore came back to top the ambush 5-4. And then on Sunday, almost a carbon copy of the first game, the Blast, again, rallying back to win by the exact same score, 5-4. Baltimore's back, baby. They have now won 5 straight contests. It was a quiet weekend, only 4 games total. San Diego hosting Tacoma on the 27th, and the Stars were eyeing an upset in this one as they raced out to the 2-0 early lead. But the Sockers squashed those hopes by flexing their offensive muscle. Nick Pereira, the pretty little header right there. He had a huge day for the home side as they ran away with this one in the end, taking it 11-5, and they are back in a tie for first place in the standings with St. Louis at 33 points apiece heading into this weekend's action. Your scoring leaders, Alex Sanchez continues to be on top with 40 points, followed closely by Rian Marquez, and then Super Mario Alvarez of Milwaukee with 35, Zach Reggett with 33, and Junior Pinal rounding out your top 5 with 32 points. And your Capelli Players of the Week, Jorge Navarrete in goal from Baltimore. Of course, Kelvin offensively from UCFC, and defensively another Blast player, Omar Silla. Let's take a look at Kelvin first. Yeah, we can't say enough about what he did in his only game back this season with 4 goals in the game against Milwaukee. He was named the game's first star. Omar Silla getting it done defensively and offensively in 2 games against St. Louis. That tally right there, part of a 3-point weekend to go with a blocked shot as well. And in goal, Jorge Navarrete making big stops, 18 saves with an .857 save percentage in Baltimore's win on Sunday. Plays of the week now.
To both the fans and the people in the booth, change Joey's Chiron.
Oh, wow! Off the bottom of the bar and in. What a strike.
Fired in and scored. It's tied. Max Ludwig.
Triple step over. Off the wall. Herrera's head is there to put it home and tie the match.
I mean, he's pretty much been doing nothing since the Ocean's 11 movies.
Doing something there.
On to overtime, and that's the loss to the Milwaukee Wave. Every other game has been
Inside,
won in regulation.
From Ozzy! Or pardon me, a kicking chance. He also had a chance that couldn't put on. Now he's got a chance, and there it is. Give him an inch. He'll take a goal.
Looking for that consistent playing time.
Wave fans, welcome back to The Break. I'm Henry Amini. I'm joined by Richard Robold. Richard, thank you for being with me.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Richard from Hungary. I'm really excited for today's game.
So, Wave fans, it's St. Patrick's Day night in Milwaukee. You can get this jersey, and you can get it as part of a team auction. You can get Richard's name on the back, game worn, or any of the players on the team. And you can find the link to buy that through any of the Milwaukee Wave social media. But let's get to what's more important. So, Richard, it's your first time playing with the team in a game. And you came from Hungary, and you know it's been a transition for you. But in Hungary, you played 12 years. You played futsal. You played outdoor. You scored more than 500 goals out there. So just talk to me about what brought you to Wisconsin. What brought you here?
Yeah, hi. My wife brought me here, so we are together since a couple of years, and we met in Florida. I used to live in Florida, and I really like Wisconsin. I like to be in the calm places. About the soccer-wise, I used to play, I started to play when I was 4, and I started to play indoor and small-sided games since when I was 15, actually, because my dad brought me to the small-sided games. And but I played professionally outdoor, but that was my passion, but I never step aside from the small-sided games, which is 6v6 for us in Hungary. It's with the lines, or 5v5, which is a futsal. I used to play first and second division. I played for the national team too, Hungary. And I this is a different here right now because of the boards. It's like an extra man. You can use it all the time. So that's why it's even for me, it's more the defense part. Has to really be careful for the boards. They can trick you with that, but it's really intense. Everybody is like physically intense, and that's what makes it really different. It's a futsal or 66 with the lines.
Right. So Richard, you covered that pretty well. I think the transition, Wave fans can look forward to it. It should go relatively smoothly for you. Pardon me. You know how to play indoor soccer. You played small-sided. But then Richard, I have a fun question for you now. You've been in Wisconsin for about 6 months now. What's been the best part of the experience for you?
Yeah, that's really long time. It's really long time. No, it's I'm not a cheese fan, and I heard about that. That's like really everything about the cheese. I didn't really experience the story about that. But yeah, I heard like what is the difference for me is like the American football Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
And I have an Eagles jersey because I got for a gift. I'm sorry about that, but I have a Packers one too. So.
All right, well, Wave fans, we need your help to make him a Packer fan, but you can look out for Richard tonight while send the action back to the game. Thank you, guys.
Where you can learn more. Let's go Wave.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
All right, getting ready for the start of the third quarter with the Wave leading the Tacoma Stars 8-3. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Also, Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com and shop the all-new MASL Fan Store for the latest MASL and team gear. And new for 2026, staff writer Joseph Reyna and veteran coach Mark Litton explain the game with perspectives from both sides of the glass in the MASL's newest show, Soccer Signal, with in-depth data, analysis, comprehensive breakdowns, and exclusive interviews from coaches around the league. Don't miss Soccer Signal every other Thursday on MASL TV. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer and legend Art Kramer, AK, as we look at some of the highlights in the first half. It was a pretty comprehensive showing by the Wave, well, especially on offense. Defense not bad, limiting the Stars to 3 goals. What do you think is...
you heard Marcio Leite at halftime with Van McNeil say, offensively, great. We got a lot of weapons. We're putting a lot on the board. He said he wanted to see what the defense could do in the second half. He wanted to shut Tacoma down. But Tacoma is no surprise. Goes to Clayson de Lima in goal to start the second half here for Louis Beretta. Final line for Beretta, 8 goals allowed. The Wave on 15 shots.
He was credited with 5 saves. And Clayson de Lima coming on up. De Lima, who came out in the second half against the Baltimore Blast on Friday night in Tacoma, making his debut for the Stars after coming from the Empire Strikers.
Tacoma outscored Kansas City by 5 in the second half of that game, so they're going to need to equal what they did the other night if they want to get a result here this afternoon.
De Lima making his 8th appearance. He started 4 games this year, all the starts with Ontario. 2-1 with a 3.56 ERA, a 7.62 save percentage. So pretty impressive numbers for the veteran keeper, who was the 2021 MASL goalkeeper of the year. That was the pandemic season when he helped lead the then Ontario Fury, now the Empire Strikers, to the MSL Championship Series. Ended up losing the San Diego Sockers in a close series.
Well, de Lima makes his first save on the first shot.
Alex Sanchez with a pretty good strike there and a good save by de Lima. So he makes a good save right off the bat. Wave again sporting those green jerseys with the black pants as they go left to right. Typically the Wave is black and yellow, but today green and yellow on top of the black and yellow. And these jerseys available on the Wave website for auction. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave. Ariel Alvarez up into the zone for Oscar Flores. Oscar with a great first half. He's already got a hat trick, put him up to 20 goals this season. So Oscar moving up among the league's scoring leaders and goal scoring leaders. Alex Sanchez leads in goals with 26. And Alex also the leading scorer in the league coming into this game with a total of 40 points, 26 goals, 14 assists. Briscoe trying to get around Ludwig, had it poked away. Now Alvarez battling with Jair Romero. They try to work it up out of the zone and eventually got it out of there. Tyler John will track it down with pressure from Ludwig as Max give him a few bumps there as the ball's played back to de Lima. Clayson de Lima, another Rio de Janeiro native, 6'2", 170-pounder. Just turned 28 years old. That shot by Tyler John is up and out of play. Well, they're going to say deflected. It'll be a corner kick for the Tacoma Stars. De Lima is actually in his 8th season overall in the MASL. This is his first. Willie Bonahane only faced 5 shots in the first half. He stopped 2 of them. Was pretty active, though, as far as making plays in and around the box, as he typically is. Tayu tried to bang it off the sidewall. Alvarez came up with it. Now Correa, little touch. Hain tried to go a forward Steinwasser, but Lopez interceded. And now back come the Stars. Misiel Lopez tried to work the near board, take it away. Steinwasser. Alex trying to push up now for 3-2 with Max Ferdinand and Andre Hain. What a move there. Alex still coming, lays it off far side. Hain, oh! And DeLima able to cut it off on the pass across to Max Ferdinand, who was run near post.
Ferdinand was wide open at the far post, and great job by DeLima to come out there and close down that angle.
Tayu, he's already got a goal, make it 2, and it's now 8-4. And the Kings celebrating his return to Milwaukee with a pair of goals today. It's 8-4 in favor of the Wave.
Well, Frank with his second goal of the afternoon beat Correa that time. And Willie B had come off his line a little bit too far. That shot just snuck right past him.
You know, we saw Frank put up 13 goals in 6 games for the Wave last year.
I think that shot might have gone through Correa's legs.
It looked like it did, and I got to believe Willie B was probably screened out a bit.
Yep.
As well. As they always say, if you're the defender in front of the goalkeeper, either block the shot or get out of the way so he can see the shot. So Tayu with 2 goals today, 5 on the season. This is just his 3rd game.
Well, Frank led that comeback against Kansas City with a goal early in the second half to start that comeback.
So hopefully the Wave is not going to let the Stars come all the way back like they did against KC. Again, when they played Kansas City Friday night, they were only down by 3 at halftime. Flores sends one off the inboard. He had a couple of guys running through, but couldn't make the connection. As we've talked before, our Wave has been a great offensive team this year, but not exactly a lockdown defensive squad. Now, part of that, injuries and trying to juggle lineups back there, but they score a lot, but they've given up their share of goals this year.
You heard Marcio Leite allude to that at halftime.
And obviously trying to tighten up as we come down the stretch here in the regular season. Off the inboard in front, and DeLima covers up. So again, the Wave sitting in 4th place with 32 points coming into today's game. San Diego topping with 36 points. Baltimore tied for 2nd with St. Louis with 33. The Sockers and Blast will be playing in San Diego after the conclusion of this game. Hain bumps down the defender, Tyler John. He's going to get called for the foul there.
Called a 3-line pass.
3-line pass anyway. So that's saved the foul against Hain. And now free kick coming for the Stars.
Wave would have rather seen a foul be called.
Nani Mendoza ready to put it in. He goes to the corner. Romero back for Mendoza. Nani Mendoza, a 4th-year player out of Yakima, Washington. Having a pretty good season. 15 games, he's got 7 goals, 5 assists. And he's had some big goals for the Stars this year. Trying to remember who that was. Stars tied one up literally in the last seconds of play where Mendoza had a spectacular back heel in the middle of the box to tie the game up.
That was against St. Louis.
Yeah. Yep. Nestis coming back the other way, but he pushed it out too far, and DeLima takes it away. Lucas Nestis with his first goal of the season in the first half. Here's Mendoza back the other way. Try to feed it off for Frank Tayu, and Alvarez there to take it away from Milwaukee. Mario wheeling with the dribble. Plays it back, Alex Steinwasser. Now Max Ferdinand. Max. Little step over top of the area. Oh, he rolled one wide right, and DeLima dives back to cover up.
Good reflexes by DeLima to get back.
Now Carvalho coming off the bench takes it away. His shot blocked by Tyler John. John able to seal off Carvalho. Eddie Na with it now. Eddie originally from Guam before coming to the state of Washington. And he's been with the Stars now for 7 seasons out of Pacific Lutheran. Steinwasser ahead to Alex Sanchez. Holds up in front of his bench as Correa and Canale combine to take it away from him. Oh, what a tackle there by Correa. Ludwig comes up with it. 3-2 in the zone as he lays it off Sanchez. Alex coming in, plays it across, pass knocked down. And now flips it back on the opposite side for Carvalho. Now, Alex has had some chances here today to get on the score sheet. Unluckily, has not been able to, but so far the Wave has been able to forge the lead without both he and Mario Alvarez off the score sheet.
That's just three-line pass. I'm not sure what the Wave's doing. Ball went over 3 lines, and then Max Ludwig put it down and played it like it was a foul.
Max figured he'd play it first, ask questions later. The expression out of Ian Bennett was priceless. Sanchez will go back out for Mario Alvarez. In for Max Ferdinand. Little touch. Mario going through off the inboard, far side. Sanchez! He's on the board, and the Wave leads it 9-4.
Well, both him and Alvarez get on the board on the same play. Another wall of score here for the Wave as Alvarez used the back side wall. And a bad angle shot there by Alvarez to convert with the left foot first time.
So, all right, we're going to keep it right here. If you check out that replay from the start, I think Sanchez was initially on this side. He had to circle all the way around to get to that far side to get it. That was a pretty good run by Alex just in the attacking zone. So Sanchez with his league-leading 27th goal of the season, which equals the number he had last year, 27 goals for the Wave. And the assists going to go to Mario Alvarez. So Super Mario picks up his first point of the day. 18 assists to go along with 18 goals, 36 points for Alvarez, as he is just 5 points behind his teammate Sanchez for the league scoring lead, with Rian Marquez in between. Shots on goal now. Wave out shooting the Stars 4-1 in the third period, 19-9 for the contest. 9 fouls on Tacoma, just 7 against Wave. So we've had a pretty good flow today. Not a ton of fouls being called, and great action here in today's game, especially for a Wave fan. Wave kicking off this 5-game homestand. Their next home game will be coming up this upcoming Sunday, March 15th, when they host the Empire Strikers. That will be a 2 o'clock kickoff Central Time, just like today's was. Won't seem quite as early because we're not springing forward time-wise like we did today. That was a brutal transition, AK. I don't know how it was for you, but for yours truly, that was an hour to give up I certainly could not afford. Wave will finish off the regular season with 3 more home games after next Sunday's home encounter against the Strikers. You got Utica on Friday, March 20th, Baltimore on Sunday, March 22nd, and Utica again to close out the regular season. Sunday, March 29th, go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and info.
Yeah, it was a lot harder for you, Tom, coming from Chicago. I'm 2 blocks away from the arena.
Yeah, I like your spot a lot better, AK, for these game days. So Milwaukee back out to the 5-goal advantage at 9-4. First goal yeeted by Clayson DeLima for the Stars since coming on to replace Luis Beretta at halftime. Willie B with a two-hand outlet pass to Ian Bennett. Willie B looking like a basketball player there. Speaking of basketball, the Bucks will be playing over at the Fiserv Forum right down the block after tonight's game. I see they finally pulled it together in the fourth quarter last night, hosting Utah.
That was a tight one throughout.
Very uninspiring Utah Jazz team, AK. I don't know what you thought of them.
I watched the whole game. I was uninspiring on both levels.
That's kind of what I was getting at. It hard to call it an inspiring victory by the Bucks to break their 4-game losing streak because their opponent was not exactly over-inspiring. Briscoe takes it away. Now driven wide by Romero. Eddie Na with the rebound. And he'll play it back for Chase Hansen. Tayu trying to turn. Escueta making the block. Good job by Squid to hold this good. Now up ahead for Tanner Hodgson. 2-on-3 with Carvalho. Tanner, again, the rookie out of Western Michigan. His twin brother Carter also a member of this team. I asked Marcio before, can you tell the difference between the Hodgson brothers if they don't have their uniforms on? Marcio said it's difficult.
Hodgson puts down Tyler John that time, and fortunate he didn't get the blue card pulled on him.
Dusowski's were pretty identical looking during their time, but as the years went on, it was a lot easier to identify the difference. But that would be, that's quite a standard right there, AK. If the Hodgsons can rise to the Dusowski standard, they would be two of the greatest players in Wave history. Todd and Troy. TNT, an explosive combination. And help ball at midfield, and eventually they're going to give it to the
good call
Tacoma
that time.
Stars.
Andre Haynes was the one that was the primary player that was holding it up against the boards.
Looking forward to the Baltimore Blast coming in here, AK, when they do.
I'm looking forward to the Blast soccer game later on tonight.
Yeah. Part of the reason is because we'll be able to talk about the Hail Yeah campaign going on. Their owner, Ed Hale, running as a...
what was it again?
Hail Yeah. They've got, I see they've got hats out with the slogan, which I think is brilliant. And certainly wish Ed all the luck as...
Ed's campaign marketing director.
Brilliant.
Yeah, not bad.
Absolutely brilliant.
Not bad.
Yeah, maybe if somebody in the Blast organization checking out today's broadcast, you want to send a few extra hats around, I guarantee Art Kramer and I will be wearing them around.
Hail yeah.
Hail yeah, baby. That one deflects off Andre Hayne out of bounds. So election season's here, baseball season's here, and coming down the stretch for the Ron Newman Cup playoffs season, which will take place in the month of April, and should be just a great, great playoff season in the MASL. If it's anything close to what our regular season has been.
Well, I don't think Ed has a lot of fans around the league, but I'm one of them, man. I like Mr. Hale.
Same here. Same here. Frank Tayu with a couple of goals today for the King. His brother Uzi, who has been a longtime teammate of his in the various teams that they played for, also signing with Tacoma a couple of weeks ago. But unfortunately, Uzi got hurt in that first game and has not been able to play the last two. But he was a great pickup as a defender. Here's Alex Steinwasser, lays it back. Correa, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. It comes out to Richard Rabold, trying to pursue the play and knock down. What do you think of Richard Rabold so far, AK?
Is it Rabold or Rabold?
Oh, I guess we'll have to double check on that.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm really impressed. And good with both feet.
Very strong technical player.
Yeah, he is.
And Yeah, very fortunate for the Wave. Originally from Hungary. He was based down in Miami running a soccer academy, and then Marcio said he moved to Milwaukee before the start of this indoor season. And they made contact, and he's been working out with the team, and as soon as he was able to get his paperwork straightened out, here he is. So he looks like he's going to be a fine addition for the team coming down the stretch.
Flores getting away with a handball there on the play into him.
They're going to say last touch by Kyle Rivers, so the Wave will play it in, leading by 5 with 2:20 left to go. Here, Mario Alvarez got a look. Still pushing in, fires, and a save made by DeLima. Flores will play it back out. Sanchez, Alex with the most recent goal for Milwaukee. So we still got 4 more games left on this homestand, fans. Tickets and info at MilwaukeeWave.com. Should be a great homestand to close out the season as Flores and Eddie Nah.
That did not look good for either guy.
Oh, boy. Knee banger there. And we just got to hope that both are okay.
Injured player on the field is number 16 of the Milwaukee Wave.
Boy, Oscar Flores, we were just talking about, AK, how
he's had a rough afternoon.
Yeah, and the Wave would really ill afford to lose him coming down the stretch. Their outstanding rookie forward. And that definitely
2 minutes power play.
Put a damper on the crowd here. So our first penalty of the contest, and it comes at 13:06 of the third period, I should say. And again, we'll just hope that Oscar Flores, Eddie Nah are both okay.
And they called a penalty there on Nah.
There you see the promo for the next game. By the way, we'll have our alumni celebration game in conjunction with the game here on Sunday the 15th. Well, Oscar coming off, so that's a good sign there. And Eddie Nah now standing up. Hopefully Eddie's going to be okay as he goes over to the penalty box. So at least for now, a good sign. We'll hopefully see that's not going to be anything worse. Wave will go on the power play first time. Milwaukee so far this year, not bad on the power play, 41%. The Stars have killed them off at 60%. Alvarez, Sanchez, and Ferdinand across the top with Carvalho and Hain. You've got Rivers, Correa, Briscoe, and Hansen, the penalty killers for Tacoma.
It's a pretty good power play when you can afford to have Ian Bennett on the bench.
Yeah, the all-time leading power play goal scorer in MASL history. Penalty would carry over for a few seconds in the fourth quarter if the Wave doesn't score. Milwaukee being very patient to start this one off. Oh, and Max had a great look there off the pass from Andre Hain, but unfortunately.
Did you say Bennett's the all-time leading scorer in power play in the history?
I believe so.
I think that warrants that he's on the field no matter what.
Let's double verify that as a foul going to be called as Tayu is put down. All-time power play goals in the Major Arena Soccer League. Ian Bennett, 81. Craig Childs from San Diego, 62.
Wow, so he's 19 ahead of the closest guy.
And then you got Leo Gibson and Frank Tayu tied with 40. He's doubled up the two and tied for third place. Wave still with 45 seconds left to go on this power play. Correa and Alex Steinwasser hustle off. Again, we'll have a 6-second carryover if the Wave doesn't score before the end of the period. Carvalho trying to curl one inside the far post. Rebound, follow, save de Lima as he stopped Mario Alvarez. 10 seconds to go in the period. 13 on the power play. And Carvalho back for Max. And
not aware of the time.
Time expires here in the third period, so they'll carry over for 6 seconds.
Max looking up
into
at the clock a little bit too late.
Wave adds another goal while the Stars add one themselves in the third. We go to the fourth. It's Milwaukee.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
Okay.
We shut them down because we can. This is our party. That's right. I want you to get up now.
All right, we're getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter here at Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Milwaukee Wave leading the Tacoma Stars by a score of 9-4. Shots on goal through 3, the Wave with 21 and the Stars with 10. Wave trying to see if they can sweep the 2-game series from Tacoma and make it 6-0 all time against the Stars. These teams have been rivals since they both came into the Major Arena Soccer League starting in the 2014-15 season, but they haven't played all that much. Again, twice in 17-18, twice last year, and twice this year. You can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golasso. Alex Bassavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics.
You know, Tom, we had the Wave United outdoor team back in 2003, 2004. It seemed like every weekend we were flying out to the great Northwest. Seattle, Tacoma, Vancouver, Calgary.
Yeah, we played the old Pacific Northwest trio there. I want to say, AK, in those 2 seasons of Wave United, maybe 4 or 5 trips maybe combined out there. It seemed like we played all 3, right?
At least, yeah.
Also took a couple trips out to Calgary and Edmonton where they were both in the league.
Right.
And I'll tell you, great place to visit summertime when we were flying around. Disagree with the call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanko. And MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Also, the lights are bright and the fans are loud. It's Tacoma taking on the Milwaukee Waves. Stream it live on MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game. So the Wave was able to hold serve on in the third period, Art, prevent Tacoma from getting too much momentum. But, again, the way this game is going, there could still be a few goals to be had. So Milwaukee's got to still make sure they stay focused defensively here.
Yeah, so the Wave only giving up the one goal. That had to make Marcio Leite a little bit happier.
So the Wave had 6 seconds remaining on the power play, but that has now expired. So credit the Stars with a penalty kill. And it's still 9-4. Eddie now far side. Great to see Eddie back there after he went out with the collision. Now Steinwasser up ahead. Flores coming in looking for number 4. He sets up Steinwasser. Shot and a goal. How about Oscar Flores? Giving up for Alex Steinwasser, and the Wave leads 10-4.
That was a great first-time pass by Steinwasser to play it forward to Flores initially on the break. So Steinwasser turned on the Jets to get there to the far post.
So the Wave has hit double figures. They lead it 10-4. 46 seconds the time of the goal. Alex Steinwasser having an outstanding game today. His second goal, he's also had an assist. So 3 points on the day for Alex. 14 goals, 13 assists, 27 points for the year.
Well, it's great to see Flores back on the field, too, after that collision with Eddie Na.
Yeah, both guys were out there, so that was great to see after their knee-banger collision late in the third period. So Oscar Flores with an assist to go along with a pair of goals today. Oscar now with 20 goals, 7 assists on the year. So like Steinwasser, he's got 27 points. I'll tell you, those two guys today have been dynamite out there today. Alex and Oscar. Ludwig up for Andre Hain. Nice little flick. Oh, Andre, that would have been.
He did the hard part.
That would have been one of the goals of the week. Bouncing shot on the follow-up, but DeLima able to get that. I guarantee you that would have made plays of the week if he had finished up on the conversion there. So Andre, 2 assists today. Give him 11 on the year. 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. That's a new single season high for the Wave forward. 3 previous campaigns where he had scored 16 points with Milwaukee. I'm sure he'd like to get a couple more points here in the regular season. Hit the 20 mark if he can. The veteran out of Brazil and Lindenwood University. Lindenwood U in St. Charles, not too far from Art Kramer's old stomping grounds there in St. Louis. The Lindenwood Lions.
Lindenwood has had a number of players in this league. Remember St. Louis.
Yeah, they've had a pretty good program there over the years. Now D1, but they used to be a pretty formidable NAIA team back in the day. Back heel leave. Hansen trying to get through, and it's broken up by Richard Rebold. Stars retaining the possession. Number 21 is Ashkenov Apollon. We saw him briefly in the first half. Apollon, a 34-year-old, soon to be 35, out of Boston, Massachusetts. Played in 3 previous games with 1 assist for the Stars this year. There's a shot that's blocked from Lopez. Stars, as they have been traditionally, a very homegrown team. A lot of Washington natives. Correa now will play it across for Clayson DeLima. Yeah, DeLima was in that goalkeeper log jab with Brian Orozco, Brandon Gomez in Empire with the Strikers. Oh, in front, Mendoza! Off the inboard pass, he had a great chance, but could not get a piece of it. Now, they get it back as Canale will recycle. Oh, Nani Mendoza had one right there that would have made it 10-5.
It's like a little 4-footer.
He'll fire that one from range off the mark. Tayu looking for a hat trick. I think Frank likes playing here, AK. He pumped in a lot of goals during his brief time with Milwaukee at the end of last season, and he's picked it right up with two more here today.
I think Frank likes playing everywhere.
Ian Bennett back, he'll leave as Andre Hain runs through, but a good block by Ramos. Nice little combo there.
Doesn't matter whether it's played in Mexico or the United States. Mr. Tayu's put in a lot of goals.
Frank originally from Banjul, Cameroon. Played his college ball along with his brother Uzi at West Virginia University. Former WVU Mountaineer. Nestis, he's got a goal today. Trying to make a move. Good defense by Eddie Na. And the Wave will have to cycle it back out.
Frank credits former Wave player Greg Howes, who coached him in Las Vegas, with teaching him a lot about how to play this game.
Yeah. Greg turned out to be a pretty good mentor, which I could see that because Greg was a phenomenal player for the Wave.
Greg from the Tacoma area as well, by the way.
Yep, yep. Well, I know that Greg's been back for a couple of these player reunions. I don't know if we're going to see him this year, AK. But
I doubt it.
But
I doubt it.
But that certainly would be awesome if we did.
Remember when he left Milwaukee for good? He rode him back to Washington on his Harley Davidson.
Yeah. Sanchez fires one in. It's blocked by Apollon. Willie B will get it. Willie hasn't had to face too many shots today. Back in the goal. Wave defense has done a good job to limit the Stars' chances. Only 10 shots through 3 periods.
Boy, does Flores have a nice touch.
Oh! Super Mario! Put it on the board. It's 11-4.
That was a bombosa right there from Mr. Alvarez, way outside, a little bit outside the yellow line. And he beat De Lima up high.
Super Mario tees one up for his 19th goal of the season. He also had an assist earlier in this game.
That was way outside the yellow line.
Check it out again. Put it on the return postage side, and it said Super Mario on it. There you get a look at the veteran out of Aurora, Illinois and Western Illinois University.
You haven't seen a goal-scoring defender like that since the likes of Giannone Martinez.
I think you're right about that, AK. Kevin Hundelt, the former ambush guy, he had a couple of years there where he was producing goals from the back. Briscoe with a drive off the frame.
What a touch by Flores.
Like you said, Art, Flores has really had the touch going tonight. Again, it's hard to believe this guy's a rookie. The way he reads the game, the way he is seamlessly fit in with this team, just really impressive. So Apollon got called for the foul there. 8:58 left to go, so we still have an upcoming media timeouts here in the fourth quarter. Hain to the middle, tried to get it to Correa. Sealed off by Kyle Rivers, and eventually a foul is called against Andre Hain.
Tyler John having a word with the referee. Felt that Hain had his arm up a little bit too high.
Alex Sanchez, by the way, had the assist on Alvarez's goal. So Alex picking up a goal and an assist today. 27 goals, 15 assists for the season, 42 points, which tops the league. Chasing the goalkeeper, DeLima. Esqueda trying to jump up and take it away, and eventually Fogarty called on the squid as he was battling with Canale, and little shoulder in the chest there, but nothing too much. There you see the squid, former star with the Milwaukee Panthers. Not to mention the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes before that. Stars running out of time in this one. But they got a big game coming up Thursday night, and extremely busy. 3 games in 4 days stretch.
Yeah, but it's that one against the Empire that's really going to probably decide their fate here for the season.
Kick saving up beauty there as it looked like Tyler John was going to get a goal. Boy, Willie B, that was a great save there. Correa got called for the foul. I think you're right, though, Art, that the game against Empire is really going to set either they beat Empire and they hang in it, and then, see if they can produce points on the road trip to Baltimore and Utica, or
Empire's got the tiebreaker with them no matter what. So, and if they lose to Empire, they'll fall 5 points behind with only 3 remaining.
Yeah, and again, they have just struggled so much on the road. 0-6-1 on the road coming in today. They have been outscored 63-23 in those 7 games. The only game that had been close at the end was the game in San Diego back on February 1st when the Sockers scored with just seconds remaining in regulation to tie it up and then won it in overtime on the goal by Mendez after Nick Pereira had the miracle goal that tied it up at the end of that one. But they have been night and day between what the Stars have been in Tacoma and what they've been on the road. Almost 2 completely different teams.
It'll be interesting to see who Adam Becker starts in goal against Empire.
Frank Taillou back the other way as Lucas Nestis tracks him down. There's a drive by Lopez, which is high. Hansen comes up with it, fires it in, it deflects out across the way. And we'll have our media timeout. 6:22 left to go here from Milwaukee. Wave 11, Stars 4.
My dog Georgette was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee way and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee way.
There you see Miss Vicky from the Green Tree Learning Center, one of our honored fans along with the group here today. Great to have them on board as part of this crowd. 11-4, the Wave leads it. So except for, I don't know, maybe a couple of Stars fans are here today. Everybody else, I'm sure, enjoying the score line. And I also got to see Frank Taillou, who played with the Wave at the end of last season, score a couple of goals today. Briscoe coming right through, centering on the play. Ian Bennett there to deflect. Max Ferdinand moves it out. Ahead for Flores. Oscar chipping long for Ian Bennett. Ian with an assist today. As Taillou launches one on. Great save there by Willie B. Oh, Frank had some pace on that one from downtown. Five and a half to go.
Wave trying to hold their opponent to under or 4 or under for only the third time this season.
Yeah, they have not really been able to hold their opponents down all that much. Now, a lot of these games, you know, Milwaukee's built up a decent lead and then yielded a couple goals at the end. Oh! And they almost had another one there. Canale probably can't believe he didn't finish that one off. So top of the arc restart as Correa runs over, and the shot by Frank Taillou broken up. Chased down by Canale. He got tripped behind by Cesar Correa. Third foul on Correa, so they'll take him out. Again, if you get more than 3 personals in a half, that equals a blue card. So that might be it for Cesar today, but right now the Wave leading by 7 with 4.5 to go. So hopefully they can close it out without him. Ramos cut off there by Escueta. Correa thought about shooting. Now comes near side for Tyler John. Eddie Na has that one trickle through and eventually corralled by Willie B. So the 11 goals for the Wave is a season high for Milwaukee. They had scored 10 here against the Comets back on February 10th in a 10-6 victory, and 10 against the Sockers in a 10-5 win back on January 17th. Good to see the new guys contributing.
Yeah, it really was.
Richard Rabold and Lucas Nestis.
Well, we still got to find out whether it's Rabold or Raybold, Tom.
Yeah, we'll have to get confirmation on that. He's playing at the point right now defensively.
It's a good thing we're talking about him anyway, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Sanchez lost it there. Tyler John coming back, and Sanchez sliding out. He's going to go to the penalty box. Caught a little bit too much of Tyler John there, and Wave will have to kill off its first penalty of the night, only the second of the game. Tacoma had one in the third period on Eddie Na for a dangerous play. Wave did not score in its power play. Now Sanchez goes to the box
by
at
number 80 for
11:39.
Milwaukee, 2-minute power play.
Sanchez for tripping at 11:39, and Tacoma will go on the power play. So the Stars will get a chance to work on their power play. Tacoma this year with the man advantage at 24%, and the Wave killing them off at 70%. Romero moves up to hit a strike, and it's rejected, but they reload on the possession. Well, it's been, I'm sure, a tough one for the fans watching in Tacoma today. This game started right about noontime, so still got plenty of day to go out and enjoy in the Pacific Northwest. Our producer Ian Dobson saying they can still celebrate the Seahawks Super Bowl victory from last month. Oh, great job by Willie B to punch that one away, and he covers up. Tell you, Willie has been tough here in the fourth period. Some good chances for the Stars, and he has squelched most of those. All right, we'll take a break. 2:35 left. Wave 11, Stars 4 on MASL TV.
Save $100 on a complete pair. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
So the Wave fans have certainly enjoyed this one today as Milwaukee getting ready to close it out with an 11-4 lead over the Tacoma Stars. And Stars just got to flush this one out, get ready for Thursday night's big game down in Ontario, California.
You know, they started off this half by pushing DeLima forward, and I think it was that Steinwasser goal with Flores that really kind of backed the goalkeeper up here for the remainder of this half.
There's William Badahene. And again, Willie hasn't been called on to make a lot of saves today, but he's been fairly active in the nets, and he is definitely warmed up here in the fourth quarter for sure.
I know I talked to you last night on the phone, and I asked you who you thought they were in the starting goal today, and you said, oh, I think it's going to be DeLima because they brought him on at halftime against Kansas City, and they ended up winning 6-1 in the second half, and surprisingly, they went back to Beretta, and not a good outing for Louis Beretta here, although there wasn't a lot he could do on some of those goals. Counted 3 of the 8 that he probably could have maybe saved there in the first half.
These last 2 games, he definitely has not been as sharp as he was earlier this season. He's overall still had a pretty good season. Well, we'll see who they play against the Strikers on Thursday night. The Toyota Arena should be rocking for that one. Big game for both teams. Christian Philemon, along with Artie Kyrell, will be on hand to bring you the call on that one, along with Philly's wife, Amanda the Panda Philemon. They do a great job with that broadcast team there. Willie B diving out, flying through the air to head that one away.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant by Willie B.
I tell you, Willie, he could audition for some stunt duty in a film with that kind of movement. Oh, Taiyu deflected shot, almost deflected in. Wave trying to hold off the Stars on this Tacoma power play with the tripping penalty to Sanchez at 11:39 here in the fourth period.
Well, there he is. He's open.
Deflected by DeLima, the goalkeeper. Ian Bennett chipping toward the empty net. Oh, what a play by Canale to knock that out of there.
That was reminiscent of the Sports Center Tenzin Rampa
Yes,
play.
yes, it was. Whoa, that's got to be on Play of the Weeks, even though it's, materially not going
even though it's 11-4 with less than a minute to go.
But I'm telling you, AK, that's one of the greatest plays. That's the greatest goal-saving play by a defender since Tenzin Rampa's play, probably.
Yeah, Tenzin, we got a top 10 on Sports Center with that same type of acrobatic defensive play.
Tenzin had a little more, martial artistry to his, but that play right there by Canale is really, really fantastic. took away a goal from Ian Bennett as Ian
he did.
Was looking to get his 7th of the year. Well, fine overall effort today by the Milwaukee team. Entertaining game by both teams. For sure, the Stars, even though, a bit fatigued, long travel coming out here after the big win Friday night in Tacoma. But they put on a pretty good show here today. They showed up to play. Just didn't go their way. Tayu with a crack that's off the mark. But a very entertaining game here today. And good win for the Wave as they have now won their last 2. And they will move up the table. Their 12th win of the year, so they go now to 12-6 with 2 overtime losses, a total of 35 points, 6-2-0 at home. For now, just a point behind the San Diego Sockers in second place in the MASL standings. Stars will drop to 8-10-1, 0-7-1 on the road. They'll stay at 23 points and still 2 points behind the 6th place Empire Strikers, who will host the Tacoma Stars on Thursday night in Ontario, California. Any quick thoughts, AK, before we get ready for our post-game interview on the field?
No, the Wave doing what they're really supposed to do here in these last 5 games where schedule favors them, that's for sure. They've got everybody but Baltimore below them in the standings.
When the schedule came out and we took a look at it, and I remember we talked right away saying, look, if we can just, keep above water here for the first.
Right, it was really that start to the season where they beat both San Diego and Kansas City
on the road
2 times, in 4 games.
That was big. That was absolutely big. And 7-9 on the road to begin with, and they were still near the top of the table. And so bringing her down the home stretch. Let's get ready to send it down to Van McNeil.
All right, it's chaos down here, Tom. Art, we're going to check in with our Professional Construction Incorporated hardest working player of the game. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Oscar Flores, ladies and gentlemen. Orale, Oscar. Very good, no?
Good.
Very, very good. All right, no, we're going to make you speak English here today, Oscar. Great game, 3 goals, 2 assists. Come on over here, Alex. I mean, what a great game. How are you feeling?
No, bien. De verdad que agradecido con Dios por todo lo que está pasando y nada, quedan 4 partidos que lo vamos a aprovechar para pelear el torneo, que es lo que más queremos.
You talk about there's always a lot happening. There's always a lot of chaos. The way you found the ball today, man, 3 goals, 2 assists. What's the secret? What's the magic there?
Contento y esperamos seguir trabajando para que los goles y las asistencias sigan llegando, ¿no? Gracias.
Yeah, see, orale. Oscar Flores, ladies and gentlemen, talking about working hard and playing hard and not letting your team down. Our Professional Construction Incorporated. No, you get to keep the hat now. Give it up for Oscar Flores. On behalf of the entire crew here at Panther Arena, under the direction of Mr. Brian Gertz and our new producer, Bella. Nice job, Bella. Tom and Art, back up to you. Let's wrap it up.
All right, guys. Well, Oscar told it like it was.
Well, he didn't let Alex Sanchez. Come on. What did he say? He was content. I got that part. Contento.
Alex was there to just give him a little confidence. Okay. Oh, well, when you're winning, it's great, for sure. Great game for Oscar, well-deserved. Had the hat trick and an assist. And Rookie of the Year is his right now, AK, if he finishes
He had 2 assists, by the way.
2 assists for Oscar today. So great game, great season, and a great win for the Wave as they beat the Tacoma Stars 11-4. So that'll do it for us here today at the arena. Like to thank our production crew as well as our producer Ian Thompson and everybody else who helped make the broadcast possible today, our audio guy, Corey DeWitt. And so until a week from today, Sunday, March 15th, when the Wave hosts the Empire Strikers in a 2 o'clock Central Time contest. For my partner, Art Kramer, Tom Wynn, wishing you a good one. Once again, Wave wins at 11-4 on MASL TV.